My name's Tim Goddard. We're here in Losuia, Kirawina Island, which is part of the Trobriand Islands group in Milne Bay province, Papua New Guinea. And we're here to launch the Up Papua New Guinea project, which is a joint partnership between the University of Calgary, the Light Up the World Foundation, and Alternative Technologies projects of Goroka, Papua New Guinea. This project is seeking to put solar-powered lighting systems into the medical aid posts here within Papua New Guinea. We've got approximately 1,860 medical aid posts serving the small rural villages of this country. Very few of them, if any, have any kind of consistent light source. They don't have generators, they're not on a power grid. And so they get served, people who are working in them have to rely on kerosene lamps or candles when they're trying to do work at night. What we're working on here is putting in small solar-powered packages of LED lights, which will enable those aid post orderlies to work in the aid posts at night in a much more effective and we hope safe manner. This project began, sadly enough, with the loss of our daughter, Nichola, who was a captain in the Royal Canadian Horse Artillery and was killed in action in Panjwai, Afghanistan. But Nichola was born in Papua New Guinea, and she spent the early years of her life here on Kirawina, and always considered this her home place, if you like. It's where she grew up. Her first language was Kirawinan. She spoke it before she learned English. My wife and I, Sally and I, we were working in a school here. We established a school on the islands, the high school, and every day we would leave Nichola in the village where she was cared for by babysitters, if you like, while we went to work. And so she grew up very attached and always remembered this place. And so when we started this project to bring the lights to Papua New Guinea, which is a very poor country generally and is in need of the lights, we wanted to start it in a place that had symbolic value. And so the first lights were put into Kirawina.
We wanted to acknowledge the fact that the medical orderlies are the backbone of the country. I mean, they're the ones keeping the villages together, they're the ones keeping the families together, they're the ones assisting in childbirth, they're the ones helping people when they get malaria. These guys are the backbone of the country, and anything we can do to support that, I think, is worthwhile. When a woman gives birth on the island, often it's in one of the aid posts, and they have to go around and get kerosene, they have to go around and find lamps. Now they have two lights. It may not be perfect, but they have two lights, and it's just going to make things that much easier.
I think you've changed the mind and the heart of the people so that they can come in the night or any time in the night where the CSW needed light. We can obviously treat and give medicine to patients at night. In the past, they usually have hurricane lamp with the use of kerosene, which is sometimes very difficult, and it's not nice to work in the night. And I think you've changed the system a little bit, and that gives and encourages my CSW a little bit better inside of feeling that there is a good, better light to work in the night.
This is our first time to have these solar lights and all those, but it will be useful for, especially at nights, when emergencies come in at nights. Instead of looking for kerosene lighting lamps, lights are there. So I think from that, it's useful to for the use of our aid post.
To come back here after 25 years has been so amazing, to meet people. We walk through the market, we walk on a beach, we're walking through town and through a village. People are coming out and saying, "Oh, Toboya, I remember you are my principal, you're my headmaster, I remember you." And it's been absolutely wonderful. And they remember Nichola, but they remember her as this small blonde girl who's the only blonde on the island, and they've heard her story. This project has started here on Kirawina. Kirawina is a coral atoll in the middle of the ocean. Most of Papua New Guinea is heavily mountainous, heavily forested. Access is difficult. Putting the lights together, purchasing the parts for the lights, even putting a team together to install the lights is something that we've proven we can do. What becomes difficult and what requires continued support from as many people who are able to do so is the funding that will enable us to install these lights, because travel in this country is not easy, and we've had to, even here, we've had to rent boats to get to some isolated islands. When we're in other parts of Papua New Guinea, we're going to have to rent vehicles, perhaps even rent aeroplanes. Some places are not accessible except by air travel, and it's not cheap. Your support to continue to light up Papua New Guinea would be most appreciated and most welcomed, and we thank everybody who has been involved in making this such a great project.